This is what's really going on. Hey friends, Jennifer here with Moreau Family Farm. Today is a tough day for a few reasons. It started off where my mom and my dad went back to Florida, and they took Little Red, or we've been calling him Puppy or Stinker. So he went to his new home today, and he'll be picked up around later on this afternoon. So
Got me.
he got you.
Got me again.
Oh. So my parents had to use this guy's cage in order to transport him back. This is what's really going on. This is Zorro. If you guys remember, we have Zorro, Peter, Black Jack, and Little Mister. Those are 4 male goats that we currently have, and Mister usually runs around the property and does whatever he wants, but Zorro and Peter have always been pretty good. They stay back in their electric fence. They don't ever try to, get out of that fence. They're really well behaved. They're used to it. Black Jack also has been really good about staying back there, and I say cage, but I meant back in their pen. This afternoon, just maybe about 45 minutes ago or so, about 45 minutes ago, my husband went walking out into the pasture, and he saw that little Black Jack was dead. We have no idea what happened to him. And while he was out there, he noticed that Zorro was not getting up either. So we have no idea. We checked over Zorro. There's no signs of any kind of bite wounds or anything like that, but his tongue is white. His gums are white. His eyelids are white. Usually that's a sign of an excess of worms. So immediately I dewormed him, and I also gave him some antibiotics just in case. I gave him a probiotic and some vitamins. I have no idea what's wrong with him. I'm not established yet with an actual livestock veterinarian. I administered the medications all at the same time. He does try to eat some food. He will stand up, but he gets very weak very quick. I'm hoping this is just a worm overload and nothing more serious. We're doing everything that we can. I'm going to check him very regular. The gnats are out again. I'm going to check him as regular as I can. I also, not only did I deworm him, I also put some fly and gnat control on him to try to keep him as comfortable as possible. He's very miserable. I really just don't know what else to do with him, except for maybe bring his water a little bit closer to him. So I just want to do an update for you so you know what's going on. And as hard as it is for me to say this, Zorro did not make it, unfortunately. So we had lost both Black Jack, little Black Jack, who is only not even a year old yet, and we lost Zorro, who this would have been his 3rd birthday that just passed the other day. Man, we don't know what happened. We tried to give him a bunch of different medications, and unfortunately, it was either too cold, and we should have put a heat lamp on him. I honestly, I don't know. We tried everything that we knew that we could have. We gave him antibiotics, ivermectin, other dewormers just in case we needed something more potent. We also gave probiotics, so a multivitamin, just all kinds of stuff. And we woke up the next morning. It's been a few days. We woke up the next morning and he was gone. So that's that. I don't really want to talk about that too much. It's kind of a tough subject to really get into. especially when you don't know what happened and you have other animals and you're, you know, worried that they got into something and you don't know what caused it. So we're keeping a really close eye on the other goats just to make sure maybe they ate something that they shouldn't have eaten or something like that. I really don't know. But we are keeping a close eye on them. Everybody seems to be fine. Peter's fine. We put Peter out in the pasture with the girls, and little Mister is out there also with them, and they all seem to be doing fine and getting along and stuff. So the only problem with that is when someone goes into heat. So we are trying to do some things to get them separated, but we've got so much stuff going on, guys, between the rehabbing of the house and, you know, trying to get the inside done. It's hard to work on the outside stuff when you have so much stuff to be done inside. But if they end up getting pregnant, then it is what it is. You know, I'm not gonna stress myself out over this, or as long as they're all happy and healthy, to me that's the most important thing. And if they all end up kidding in the next 5 months, well, I guess that wouldn't be such a bad thing either. I do believe that Bella is pregnant by Mister. If he's even able, he should. I don't see why he wouldn't be able to. He's over 5 months old. So I think Piper and Ruby look pregnant too, which I think might have been from Zorro, actually, because I saw him mount both of them like 2 months ago. So we might be having babies in the next 3 months, maybe even by December. Like, I don't know. It's been hard to keep track of this stuff because they keep on getting out of the fencing. Like I said, guys, it is what it is. Right now, we are not being the best farmers because we are still new to where we're living, and it's been a little chaotic, to be honest with you. I'm not going to beat around the bush and make it sound like everything's been fine and dandy, because it hasn't. There's been a lot of mishaps with the animals getting out of the fencing, and I mean, this is 23 acres worth of fencing that we thought was all fenced in, and coming to find out it's not. And then our electric fence just stopped. It wasn't working properly. It wasn't getting either enough ground, or at that time we actually went with a solar fencing because we have no trees around here. So we're like, oh, solar fencing is the way to go, but that kept on shorting out and the goats kept on getting out of that. So then we switched to the electric fencing, and that seems to be better, but they're still getting out of it. So we got a super strong one. It's good for up to 100 miles, I think. Like, it's 30 miles, I think. Let me not jump the gun here, but it's strong. Like, I've touched it. It is strong. So I don't know why they're getting out. Back in Alabama, the electric fence worked just fine to keep the goats in. So I really don't know what's going on. Even like days like today, they keep on getting out of the fence and going towards the front of the house, which is scaring me to death because I'm scared someone's gonna get hit by a car. So every time I'm inside the house and I'm looking out our big giant window in the front, if I see them, they come outside and get them back in the gate, and they go in just fine. It's just a little nerve-wracking. So that's that. I just wanted to share that information with you guys, and I hate to bring bad news. That's never fun. Nobody ever really likes talking about the bad stuff, but I just want to be completely open and honest with you guys about stuff that happens here, and most of it is good, but every now and then there's stuff that's a little hard to talk about. One last thing before I end this video. I want to end it on a happy note. So just want to show you something that's really cool. If you guys remember, golly, like probably a month and a half ago or so, I was telling you guys how we had a tangerine tree. So the tangerines have been really green, but look at this. Look at all of these beautiful tangerines. There are just so many of them, and we've had a few. They're very sweet, very good. They They're seedy, but tangerines typically are seedy anyways. But let me go ahead and let me see if I can find a really good ripe one. All of the really, really ripe ones are up there at the top. These, no, those are still kind of green. Let me see if I can get some on the other side. So I'm over here on the other side now. I do have a picker right here, so it should be fairly easy to just go ahead and reach for one. I would reach for one of those, but as you can see, there's cobwebs. I don't know if you can see it, but there is a good sized cobweb, and I don't feel like getting cobwebs all over me, so I am going to probably get one of those right there. So let's see if this fruit picker is any good. I want that one. This isn't so easy to do while you're holding a camera, and I don't want to get one that's green. I know they're fairly ready, maybe not completely, but let's get one way up here at the very top. Come on, you. Come on. Holy moly, I am pulling. There we go. Finally. Oh yeah, this is a good one too. It was worth the wait of getting it because it's completely orange. So let's just open it up and see how it tastes. Peter, lady, no. I got sidetracked by Peter, but the tangerine was really good. It was nice and sweet. But that's it. Thank you guys so much for following along with our journey. Thank you for still being with us, and for those of you that are not subscribed, we just ask that you please subscribe to the channel. Give us some comments down below. It always helps the channel grow a little bit more. And yeah, you guys be blessed until next time. Bye-bye.